Hello, my name is Rossella and today I'm going to do chapter 4 in this book. Following my videos about the key signatures and scales, I'm going to answer and explain all the questions included in chapter 4. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe to my channel. I publish all sorts of things about music theory and piano tutorials. You can also visit my website theoryvirtuoso.com. The direct link is in the description below, where you can find all sorts of videos about music theory videos, tutorials on the new ABRSM workbooks Discovering Music Theory, quizzes, and piano tutorials to help you develop a meaningful, confident, and expressive piano performance. Thank you for sharing and liking this video. Subscribe to my channel to become a theory virtuoso. And if you have anything to say, of course, leave me a comment. Thank you. Ciao. Okay, in this exercise number 5, we need to name the major key and the technical name of the given note. In this case, 2 sharps is D major and Do is the leading note, is the 7th degree. In this second example, we have 3 sharps, okay? So sharp is the last sharp, a semitone higher is A, so this is A major. Now let's count the interval. La, si, do, re, mi, fa is the 6th. The 6th degree in any scale is the submediant, is the confusing one. And I say confusing because sub means below and mediant is the 3rd note. So submediant would make you think that it's the 2nd degree, but the 2nd degree is a supertonic. It's the one above the tonic. This is why it's confusing. Okay, let's move on to the 3rd example. We have 4 flats and the key is given by the penultimate flat. So Si, Mi, La, A flat major. Now this gives me the opportunity to highlight the difference between these two. A major has 3 sharps. A flat major has 4 flats. They are 2 complete different scales, but you might forget this and make it A major. So that's it's just one tiny detail if we write it down. But in music, it's a huge difference. So try not to forget it. Okay, this note is A flat. Okay, in A flat major, A flat is the tonic. In this example, we have in the alto clef, we have 1 sharp, it's the same, Fa, okay? We don't need to read it, but if you want, it's the treble clef plus 1. So Fa, and if you want to revise how to read the notes in the 7 clefs, please watch my videos, 1B, 1C, and 1D, in particular for this one. So the alto clef is treble clef plus 1, so this is Fa. 1 semitone higher would be Sol, so that is G major. And this is Do plus 1 Re, Sol, La, Si, Do, Re. The 5th degree is the dominant. There you go. The following example, 2 flats, okay. The key, the major key with flats is given by the penultimate flat, so that's B, B flat major. And this note is Do, Si, so Si, Do. That's the 2nd degree and it's a supertonic, above the tonic. Let's move on. 5 flats in the alto clef, si, mi, la, re, sol, penultimate, re, D, flat, major. Easy, right? We don't even have to read the notes, but this is do plus 1, so that's re. Re flat. Mi plus 1 is fa, re, mi, fa. Third degree, mediant. Four sharps, sorry. From the last one, re sharp, one semitone above, I. Mi major. This is la, and if you're not sure about it, count from the ledger lines. Do, si, la. Mi, fa, sol, la. A. Fourth degree. The fourth degree is the one below the dominant, subdominant. Five sharps. Fa, do, sol, re, la. La, sharp, a semitone above, is B, C. B major. This note is sol plus 1, la, sharp. So B and la sharp, that's the leading note, it's the semitone below. Try not to call this note leaning note. That's incorrect, okay? The name is leading because it leads to the tonic, okay? It's not leaning anywhere. It doesn't lean to anything. It's leading. It's accompanying towards the tonic, okay? All right, exercise 5 is done for you, and we shall move on to the 6th one. In this exercise 6, we need to write the note that is indicated and is relating to the given scale. So B, for example, here, B is the tonic, so that's B major. Okay. The subdominant is the 4th degree. So first of all, we need to identify which degree we must write. Submediant, that's the 6th. So, re flat, okay, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, B. Let's write a B with no accidentals yet. Now let's find out whether B is included within the key signature. The note B is included. Re flat is the tonic, so D flat major is the key, and that is the penultimate flat in our key signature. So, si, mi, la, re, sol. 5 flats. Our note is C. That's the very first flat. So, of course, this is flat. So, we need to do a few passages here, but all of them are a sort of mathematical count, so that should be all right if you do it in order, okay? Now, my flat is not completely neat, and I always say that we should write the flats, everything very neatly, so I'll do it again, and I make sure that this is exactly on the line where it should be. Let's move on to the following example. We have D flat, and that's the tonic, okay? Now, they want the leading note. This is the easiest, honestly, because the leading note is one semitone below, all right? So I can write it down here, but they want us to write it an octave higher. So D flat, an octave low, one semitone below is C, natural. However, let's do the same. Do the same passages that we've done here. So the tonic of D, D major, D flat major. So that is the penultimate flat. So si, mi, la, re, sol. Our do is not included. Si, mi, la, re, sol. We don't have any do flats in our key signature, so do natural. The tonic this time is B major. So B major has sharp in the key signature, and to find the number we need to go one semitone below. B, A sharp, La sharp, and then we count Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La, 5 sharps. The dominant of B is Si, Do, Re, Mi, Fa. Fa. Fa is the first sharp in the order, so definitely this is sharp. Does it make sense, guys? Let's move on and then let's do this one with the alto clef. Oh my God, don't panic. The tonic here is treble clef plus 1, so D. If you want, you can write it down. If you want, you can write it down just to remember it. The mediant is the 3rd degree, so Re, Mi, Fa. Now, if we don't know how to write it, never mind, you can count 2 notes above. It's here. Now we need to check whether this note is flat or not. This is Fa, okay? Mi plus 1 is Fa. D flat is our penultimate flat. So let's see. Si, Mi, La, Re, Sol. We didn't name at all Fa, so Fa natural. B, tonic, B major. Leading note, 1 semitone above, below, La sharp. Easy peasy. The tonic here in the alto clef is D flat again. Let's write it down. The supertonic is the one above, the note above, so Mi. Now, if you remember the sequence of tones and semitones in a major scale, that's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So that's a tone. A tone from D flat is E flat, and here it is. Okay? Does it make sense? Tonic, B, B major. Submediant is the confusing one, it's the 6th degree. So Si, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, G, here. Now, is this a sharp? Perhaps. Let's have a look. B major, 1 semitone below, is A sharp, Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. Now the submediant is G, Sol, so Fa, Do, Sol. Yes, it is sharp. So sharp. How did it go? Good? Let me know in the comments and let me know if I can help you further by leaving a comment or sending me an email. Thank you. This exercise 6 asks us to circle the notes that need an accidental to create a melody that makes sense in the given key. Well, that makes sense, that is correct. Now, this might take ages if you count on each note, but if you remember very quickly the order of sharps and flats, that will make everything much easier. B major, 1 semitone below is A sharp, La sharp, then you count Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. Every time you find one of these 5 notes, you circle it because they need a sharp. So, Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. This is Si, Re, Fa, Do, Sol, Re. Of course, this is one. Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. Mi, Sol. You can also write them here. So if you write them like fa, do, sol, re, la, okay? F, C, G, D, A. That's also very helpful. Okay, G is included. Off you go. Fa is included. Circle. Fa is included. Yes. E, no. E, no. D, yes. Do, yes. La, yes. And C, no. There you go. We need all these sharps to make this melody sound as a melody in B major. Now let's move on to the second one, D flat major. Okay, D flat is our penultimate flat. So Si, Mi, La, Re, Sol. Okay, we write them down. Si, Mi, La, Re, Sol. B, E, A, D, G. You can always remember them. I created some memorhymes, fun, colory, gigantic drawings after eating breakfast, and big elephants ate dinosaurs, goat cheese and figs. Okay, now D flat. Fa, Re, yes, flat. La, yes. And Si, of course, flat. Do, no, not included. Re, yes. Mi, yes. Fa, no. Sol, yes. Fa, no. Fa, no. Mi, yes. Re, yes. And here it is. D flat major in the alto clef. It seems more difficult, but in fact, if you follow my advice, treble clef +1, you can read the notes quicker. La +1, C, B flat, okay? So D flat, we have it written here, the key signature in order, kind of. So Si, Do, Si. Okay, this one could be flat. Well, actually, it is flat, but we don't need to circle them because every time you write an accidental, it stays until the end of the bar. So this one doesn't need to be circled. Fa, no. Si is the same, so no. La, yes. Si again, so we don't need to circle it. And La again, we don't need to circle it. So only two of them would have the flat symbol, but lots of other notes here would be in fact played in their flat version. This one is tight, so we don't need to write it again. I'm going to underline it when it's repeated. Fa +1 is Sol, and Sol is one of the flats. La, this is repeated, but in this case we need to circle it. This is repeated. This is Mi +1 is Fa. Fa is not included, so we don't need to circle it. This is tight. This is the same. Fa +1 is Sol, and it is included in our key signature. This is Fa, so it's not flat. La +1 equals Si, and that's one of the flats. It's the first one actually, so it's quite important. And Mi +1 is Fa. It's not included in our key signature. Easy. B major, our key signature is written here and it's in bass clef, so treble clef +2. Fa, yes, that is sharp. Re, that is also sharp. Mi, that is not sharp. Fa, of course it is. This is, okay, to read this, it's fa plus 2, okay, it's just 2 steps above, or if you want, you can come from here. This is middle C. This note here is middle C, okay? So, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. This is A, okay? You can always count when you are in trouble. La is sharp. Yes, it is. Of course, it's the leading note of B major. La, sol is sharp, yes, so we need to circle it. Fa is sharp, we need to circle it. Mi, no sharp. Re, yes, it is included, so sharp. Fa again, sharp. And mi is not included in our key signature. And this is all done for you. In this exercise number 8, the last one in this chapter, we need to circle the correct key in which this short melody is written. And we don't have the key signature, so we have to see what is the last accidental that can tell us how many flats or sharps this key signature has. So, I think the best way to do this, the quickest, is to write the number, the sharps and flats in order. Fa, do, sol, re, la, mi, si, okay? Fun, colouring gigantic drawings after eating breakfast. These are the sharps, okay? The flats backwards. Si, mi, la, re, sol, do, fa. Big elephants, 8 dinosaurs. Goat, cheese, figs. Flats. Okay. The first melody is in the alto clef, okay, so these two notes are fa sharp, okay, treble clef plus 1, fa sharp and D sharp. The last one is D, fa, do, sol, re. One semitone above, that will be E major. Now, if we look at the first and the last note, that's D plus 1 equals E, that's E major. So this melody is in E major. In the second example is in the treble clef, so we have Mi flat, B flat, A flat. Si, Mi, La, the last flat is La. Now the penultimate, to state the key, the penultimate will give us the key, the key chord. So Mi, E flat major. E flat major is the key that has 3 flats. Third, bass clef, Do, C flat, and that's all. The key signature that has just 1 flat is F major. And here it is. The last example is again in the alto clef, which is bass clef, treble clef plus 1. So this is Do sharp, Re sharp, La sharp, Fa sharp, Sol sharp. The last sharp is La in the order. Okay, let's have a look. Re sharp, Do sharp, Re sharp, La sharp, Fa sharp, Sol sharp. Okay, La is the last one. From La sharp, we go up a semitone, and that's B major. So this tune is in B major. Okay, easy peasy if you write the sharps and flats in order on a paper. I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for watching and stay in touch if you want. Bye. Okay, in this challenge on page 28, they ask us to write two scales of D major, D flat major and B major, ascending and descending in the alto clef using a key signature. Now we need to remember the key signatures in these clefs. And in my video 2B, I talk about the shape of the key signature that we can remember. And if you know how to write the first accidental, then you copy the shape. So the shape is a wave in which the second wave is longer. D flat major. The alto clef is treble clef plus 1. So to write it is minus. Si, mi, la, re, sol. 5 flats. This is B in treble clef, 1 below. Si, mi, la, re, sol. There you go. Once this is done, it's all sorted. Just write the first note, D flat, okay? This is a middle C. We want a D, so we need to write like a do in the treble clef. Do in the treble clef plus 1 equals D. And then we just write 8 notes, one after another. There you go. Descending, the same one. Si, mi, la, re, sol. From the last one to the first, backwards. Fa, mi, re. Okay, this one is not really neat. I'm going to do it again. Okay. B major. B major is with sharps. So from B, 1 semitone below, A sharp, and then we count La. Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. 5 sharps. To read Fa in the alto clef, we need to write Mi because it's treble clef plus 2. So, Fa. Then to write Do, we need to write Si, Do, Sol, Re. So the waves, and the second one is longer. Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. There you go. The wave, 3 waves where the second one is longer. Here it is. B major, B. To write a B, we need to write an A in the treble clef. So this is B. A plus 1 equals B. La, Si, Do, Re, Mi. So Si, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. Descending, the same. Fa, Do, Sol, Re, La. Now from the last one to the first one, backwards. Si, La, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Do, Si. done. How was it for you? Easy? Let me know in the comments or send me an email and ask me any questions that you have. Thank you.